Hi friends, welcome to my X journey. So it's Mrs. White again. So I recently read a post from Her's blog about the 6 hottest bags to get from Hermes. Of course, this is like solely objectives and I think it's very interesting and I would like to share with you guys as well as my own opinions on the 6 hottest bags as well. So why don't we get started? So the number 6, Her's blog suggested that the number 6 hottest to get bag is the Mini Lindy. And I'm so fortunate that I have one. I was very surprised and not surprised. Mini Lindy, it's surprisingly, it's a very, very cute, but very, very useful bag, okay? When I first got offered this Mini Lindy, I wasn't sure if I want to take it on or not because the size, I wasn't sure. I never seen it, even though like I was the one who requested, but I was debating as well as the go on gold because I thought of like, oh, gold with palladium, but I know a lot of people like go on gold because I actually requested a dark blue, but of course, you know, Hermes rarely able to fulfill your 100% combinations, right? But then we're like, well, it's neutral, so let's go see. I actually didn't go see it in person. If you watch the unboxing, you know, if you've been following me on my Instagram or so, you know that I didn't go in person because I was on a business trip. So my hubby was the one who went and get it for me. And when I received it, I was like, oh. And now I start using it. This is a very, very practical bag as a mini bag for sure. And being the number 6, I want to say it may be harder now. I recently asked my SA, because my SA is different than my hubby's SA. So my SA is located in a local boutique, which is a very, very small boutique. And I asked him, oh, so how's the Mini Lindy situation at your boutique? So my SA told me that the Mini Lindy or mini bag is just as hard as a Himalayan. And I'm like, seriously? No way, right? I don't know. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm just so lucky to have one, right? He said at his boutique, they will only get 4s a year. So if he gets one, that's just mean he's lucky, okay? Like it would be lucky for him to get one, right? So, but at least it's on the list because I am eyeing for another one as well. So in a way, I'm not sure if this is really the number 6, but we'll talk about that because, yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit, in my opinion. So now let's talk about the number 5 that Her's blog had pointed out, the HermèsShadowBirkin. I actually do like the HermèsShadowBirkin. I mean, I've been saying it, I want one, but I haven't requested because Mr. Y was the one who were like, I don't know about the HermèsShadowBirkin because it's basically like an open tote. You know how like a regular Birkin has a flap? This one, there's no flap. Like you see the shape of it, like you see the shape of flap here, but technically it's just for show. The flap doesn't exist. Everything basically embossed, okay? So it's just like a regular tote. So Mr. White is not really a big fan of it, but I actually been saying it since maybe like last year or 2020, actually. I've been saying that I would love to have the HermèsShadowBirkin. The only thing I did not know is Her's blog did a really good job in terms of saying out in sizes. She said the 25 is the hardest one. Okay, so the HermèsShadowBirkin in 25. I never thought of getting a HermèsShadowBirkin in 25. I was thinking about HermèsShadowBirkin in 30, but maybe now I will also be considering. And I still haven't got offered a Birkin 25, so this will be nice, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't asked, I haven't requested with this style, so it's hard for me to say how hard this is. So number 4 is the Mini Kelly, the Mini Kelly 2. So I'm so grateful that my hubby's SA able to offer me this. This is the exact combination that I would love as well. The blue room with the palladium is just stunning and beautiful. So I know Mini Kelly, it's hard for sure. It's such a small bag. It's so cute. I think it's because it's a Kelly and it's so cute as a mini bag. People do go after it. But if you ask me, is this really ranking the number 4? I don't know, because so my Mini Lindy, I got offered last year, and when I requested, it was in July, and it took 2 months for it to arrive. For the Mini Kelly, on the other hand, I got offered within 2 weeks, like after I officially requested, okay, because we never really gave her much of a color choice. I mean, it's like a first quota that we asked of the year. Both are purchased from my hubby's essay, which is at the New York flagship store, just for your information. So Mini Lindy took 2 months. The Mini Kelly took about 2 weeks. So in a way, it does seems like the Mini Kelly was easier than the Mini Lindy. That's just my own experience. I mean, I can be wrong. It's really, I think it's really depending on your locations and what does the store manager purchase. You know, not purchase, I was just like what they bring it in, because whatever they requested from Paris can be different from another boutiques, right? The flagship store also does different things. So different flagship store might have a different rules or different list of items that they have, or the store manager would order, right? So hard for me to say, but in my case, the Mini Lindy seems to be harder than the Mini Kelly. Okay, so let's look at the number 3, which is the Kelly Picnic. And we're talking about the mini size again. And I actually didn't think of I would want a Kelly Picnic, but I think the Mini Kelly Picnic is actually really, really nice. And I think it's probably a slightly bigger, like probably more depth than a Mini Kelly, like the regular Mini Kelly. So I don't know, I might try to request it. I'm sure this is very hard, but we will see. Let's look at the number 2. So here's this, the KellyDoll. So there's 2 items in number 2. So the KellyDoll is definitely very hard. I am very thankful that I at least have the KellyDoll bag charm. I think that has already satisfied my needs. I mean, I don't think I want to carry a KellyDoll out anyways. That's just not my vibe. But having a bag charm that's just like a KellyDoll, I think I am very happy already and feel very, very special. Okay, and it just costs just as much, to be honest. As a charm, it's very expensive. Anyways, I'm good with that. So the next one that also plays at number 2 is the Birkin for Ball 20, and it's so stunning that I really, really hope that I can, you know, eventually get over this bag. It is very, very stunning. You see all these like windows. It just makes you think of like Paris, like the Hermes headquarters boutique. It's just so pretty, and I do like this combination as well. I really like the blue, and with the touch, it's just so stunning. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's go to the first one. So the first one, of course, is the Himalayan Birkin or Kelly, you know. So it is a very, very rare type of bag, and I've seen Himalayan bag from other brands before. It does get a little disappointing sometimes because yes, the leather, it's there, but since they're not really handmade, like they're not like hand sewed and stuff, I've seen it, it's like a machine made can be still not as perfect as a handmade Hermes bag. So in that case, I'd rather have Himalayan Birkin, because I can assure Hermes does a better jobs on handmade these bags. Okay, it just makes it so stunning. Even though I haven't seen, I mean, I've seen it on the street, but I don't think I've really closely seen it. But I have a high trust with Hermes, since, you know, by looking at all the items that I have so far, I really have no issues on the finished products, to be honest. Like, I got it when I purchased, I'm in love with every single pieces that I purchased. So I'm pretty sure their Himalayan is just as nice. Okay, and the Birkins and the Kelly. Let me share with you guys a little bit about the Himalayan. So Mr. Y actually did request it to his essay, but of course we know it's not going to come anytime soon. It's not going to come this year, not going to come next year, not going to come the year after. No. But we did request it, and let's see if you will ever get it when his essay is still working at the flagship store, because you know she's been there for over 27 years now. So you know, we don't know how long she's going to be there, so we will see. But I'm sure this is definitely the hardest bag to get at Hermes, and we're not thinking about, you know, getting it anytime soon, but we know that it's better to give out the request, you know, be on the list rather than not on the list, right? So here's my suggestions for you guys. If you guys want any of these bags, you should at least mention it to your essay, so your essay is aware that you are interested in these bags. It's better to be on the list than not on the list. There are times that we shop at the boutique and we requested something like the shoes or the hardest get, I don't know, like the trending items, okay, like the bracelets or whatever, right? And my hubby's essay was like, oh, I didn't know that you are interested. If I knew, I would have told you. Okay. Like, yes, like it's our fault for not saying anything, but we were like not sure if we want it or not until we know that we want it. It's already sold out. So of course that's on me. But my suggestion is, if you've been browsing about like what items that you like and you want to have, or something you're eyeing on, I think it's fine to say here and there and be like, hey, like these, I'm just wondering if you have it. Or like I always say to my essay, like, oh, how's this item at your boutique? Like, because you kind of want to learn about the boutique, but of course not every essay will like that. But my essay is very open, so then that's why I'm like, I think it's okay to ask because he's very open to me. So when your essay seems to be open about things, I think it's a good time to get more words out of your essay and see how things are like at that boutique. Then you can plan it out a little better. That's just my opinions. With the Mini Lindy, I can tell you, because she's my hubby's essay, she's not my essay. So there's one time that I went by myself because I thought I could just go see the Birkin without my hubby, because she texted an offer. And if you want to listen to this long story, I will put the link above and down below for my very first Quota bag video. You guys can, look through it, and it's a very funny story, but I think it will give you guys even more insights on, how to get an Quota bag. But anyway, so because I was the only one there, but then I'm like, well, since I'm already there, even though she's not my essay, I might as well still tell her like what I want, because ultimately what my hubby's gonna request, it's mainly for me or his mom. But anyways, I figured, why not, right? So I just show her, I'm like, okay, so I am interested in this Mini Lindy. And 2 months later, I got the offer. So I think it's okay that, just to say what you like, so the essay have an idea on when things come, who should she or he offer to. Okay, so same thing with the Mini Kelly. I have another insight for you guys, and I think it's very interesting. It's that the essay actually offered the Kelly 25 first, and Mr. Y turned it down. Okay, my hubby turned it down without telling me. Yeah, that's another story, and then you guys can watch that video. So I'll put the link above and down below. Yep, we turned it down because we want to focus on the Mini Kelly. Okay, so here's some strategy for you guys to also think about if you want to score these two bags. It's that sometimes the essay might not like the item. That's how I have a sense of, his essay, it's not in favor with the Mini Kelly too. She even said it out loud. She didn't really want us to have the Mini Kelly too, because she doesn't think it's practical. It's not useful for her, so she doesn't think it's useful. She said you only need one in your collection. Who said, right? But she did. So if you put down something on the list and your SA gave you an alternative, it's up to you to say yes or no. Okay, because the Kelly 25 was not on my list with her. So when she sent it out, yes, it was very tempted, but then because we wanted her to focus on the Mini Kelly and tell her how insists that I really wanted one, right? So Mr. Y decided to turn to Kelly 25 and said, my wife really wanted the Mini Kelly too first. We will wait for the next round for the Kelly 25. And so in 2 days, she contacted us and said, oh, I got the Mini Kelly 2 with the exact color that you asked. And of course we went in and, purchased it. So I think like, yes, your offer is based on your essay and your offer is based on what your essay likes as well. So something to think about. But if you insist on the color that you want, I'm sure you can still say something, because if it's not on your list, don't feel pressure to get it. Okay, that's just my tips. Yeah, so I am extremely grateful and so lucky and thankful that, our SA is able to offer me the 2 within the 6 hardest bag to get. So now I would like to ask you guys a question. Do you guys agree with Purse Blog? Do you guys agree with Purse Blog that, these 6 items are the hardest bag to get? Or is there any other hardest bag to get that you think it should be on the list? Please share with the community. Feel free to comment below and let us know your opinions, because this is solely objectives. No one will judge. But to me, the Mini Lindy seems to be harder than the Mini Kelly for now. I don't know, because now I'm requesting for another Mini Lindy, kind of. So let's see how that one will go. But after watching this, or after discussing this 6 hardest bags to get, do you guys feel the FOMO that you want to get, all of these? I don't know. I kind of do, but I kind of already like them already. Like the HermèsShadowBirkin, I always wanted one. And then the Birkin Frabble, like I always wanted one as well. So I feel a little FOMO about the Kelly picnic. Okay, I have to admit that. Okay, because before I wasn't very interested. I know it's hard to get, but until like I read this, I'm like, okay, I think I want to request a Kelly picnic next one. So let's see how that one goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's videos. Just wanted to share a little more about my opinions on Hermes. I hope I give you guys a little bit of strategy, can help you guys score the hardest bet as well. So if you do like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribe and hit the notification so that you won't miss any of my future videos. As you know, my channel talks about all things Hermes. So it's going from Hermes unboxing to some shopping strategies. I will give you guys some tips. And I only shop at the boutique. I don't shop at the resellers because Mr. Y and I love Hermes. We love the brands. We shop almost every single department. And yeah, so if you like these topics, please subscribe to support my channel so that I can create more contents for you guys. And sometimes I do some shopping flags. So by the way, I am going to Atlanta soon, and next month I'll be going to Vegas. So if any of the viewers living in Atlanta or Vegas, if there's any food recommendation like restaurants and stuff, please do me a big favor. Connect me with my Instagrams, Mrs. Y X Journey, or comment below and let me know where I should go. It will be our first time going to Atlanta for sure. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.